Being in Engedi reminds me of the many psalms David wrote from here. Psalms of praise, but also psalms of petition as he cried out for God to protect his life from King Saul. David's psalms are, in a sense, his journal, where he poured out his heart to God. And I found that a pen and some paper has brought a deeper dimension to my walk with God as well. If you've never added this wonderful tool to your devotional life, I'd like to encourage you to start documenting your relationship with God. Here are a few things to help you get started. Number 1, be honest. David didn't edit himself with pious words or false sentiment. He simply cried out to God, and you and I can do that as well. More than a diary, I look at my journal as a personal communication between me and God. It's a place where I can be real with the Lord, and He can become more real to me. Number 2, allow God to speak to you. I love how in the midst of David's cry for help, he often seemed to have a revelation of the promises of God, and I found that true in my life as well. I believe God wants to do the same thing for you. So when you sense God speaking truth to your situation, write those things down in your journal. Listen for His voice and record what He says to you. Number 3, remember what God has done. When I have been faced with troubling times, nothing has strengthened my faith more than reading through the pages of my journal. It reminds me of the many ways that God has intervened in my past. It reminds me of His faithfulness, and my heart is encouraged. There is so much power in having a living, breathing conversation with the Lord. And for me, that's what journaling has become. I hope that you'll find it beneficial as well.